Good evening, everyone. Good evening, guys. I don't have electricity here. Issue. Okay, 1 second. Got it. They are simply trying to interact with you, nothing else. Okay, they are trying to interact with you only. Okay, Shivras, need not to worry about that. Anyway, let me share my screen and we'll start the class. Okay. So I hope everyone can hear me and my screen is clearly visible to all of you. 1 second, guys. 1 second. Okay. I hope I'm clearly audible and my screen is clearly visible to all of you. If it is not, it will be visible to you. Okay. I'm going for the technical poll. If you can hear me properly and if my screen is visible to you, click on yes. Like my technical poll ka launch kiya hai. So if you can, hi Emma, hello, good evening everyone. Okay, if you can hear me properly and if my screen is visible to you, click on yes option. Everyone, do it first, guys. Yes, everyone, do it first. If you can hear me properly and if my screen is visible to you, click on yes option so that I can start the class. जितना जल्दी रेस्पॉन्ड करोगे उतना जल्दी क्लास शुरू करेंगे. ठीक है? Do first. Yes, let me put. Okay, got it. One second. Got it. Okay, well, so we'll start the class now. Okay, got it. Hello, Yashashini. Hello, hi. Let me end the poll and good evening, Nandis. Hello, Nandis. How are you all? Okay, so let us start the class now. Probably in the previous class, I explained you about. Okay, I need to explain you few more things, I guess. मैंने कहाँ तक एक्सप्लेन किया था प्रीवियस क्लास में? आई एक्सप्लेन यू अप टू टेम्परेचर कंप्लीट किया था, राइट? टेम्परेचर एंड अदर थिंग्स कंप्लीट हुआ था, नॉट एग्जैक्टली सोयल कंप्लीट नहीं हुआ, वाटर कंप्लीट हो गया था, राइट? टेम्परेचर, लाइट, वाटर, ऑस्मो कन्फर्मर वो भी कंप्लीट हो गया, करेक्ट सचिन? ठीक है. So then I need to go for another PDF now. ठीक है, मुझे और एक PDF खोलना पड़ेगा where I need to explain you, where I have to explain you other things in the sense. Wait. 1 second, एक second. Okay, so so I need to explain you few more things like water का complete हो गया था and other parts का complete हुआ था, कुछ और चीजें बचा हुआ था. Let me explain you that one, then we will go to the other things. ठीक है? This one is also not. ठीक है? 1 second, guys. Let me find out the particular PPT. Okay, we will start. 13th बैच का नहीं है, यहाँ पे नहीं है. ओके, one second. Yes. No. Okay, now only it will be better. Basic number probably. 1 second. Organism and population, this one. Got it. Now I can explain you the things. Okay. So in the previous class I explained you about these things. यहाँ तक कहाँ तक मैंने complete किया था? Up to this particular part, I guess. 1 second. I'll let me explain the remaining portion, then we'll talk about the other things today. Yesterday I explained you about temperature, water and other things. Temperature का मैंने बताया था, water का भी मैंने बताया. Okay, I explained you about water and temperature. Osmoregulation also I explained you, right? This question was in the previous class. Okay. हाँ, I was supposed to start from the light. Light से हम लोगों को शुरू करना था, right? लाइट से शुरू करना था. I need not to do light. Okay, I have to start from the light. No worry, like light का थोड़ा सा है. हाँ, light going on. Got it. Okay. Well, so if you are talking about light, so light is a very important, and I can say like it is a quite interesting, like a important part of the living organism. How light is useful? How light is useful? Let me explain you this one. Okay. Light. We'll start from the light, right? So if you are talking about light, the main source of light is sunlight or sun, I can say. By using sunlight, plant synthesize its own food by the process of photosynthesis. Everybody is aware about that. Everybody is aware about that. Okay? Recall questions and all question, it will come, but not now. Let me complete this light wala part, then only we'll go to the recall question. Okay? Okay? So this is the pending portion that I was supposed to complete yesterday, but I could not. Okay, so let me complete this part first. Okay, plant to synthesize their own food by the process of photosynthesis, right? Okay, and in photosynthesis process, light is essential. Photo means light. It is very much clear that in photosynthesis, photo का मतलब होता है light, and light is very important for photosynthesis purpose. First important purpose is photosynthesis. Other things, other organism, plants as well as animals, they believe in photoperiodism. Photoperiodism. What is photoperiodism? Photo means light and periodism means duration. Period means duration. Is it clear to all of you? Period का मतलब होगा duration and photo का मतलब होगा light. Light duration. Depending upon the light duration, organisms do have different reproductive phases. Is it clear to everyone? Some of the organisms, photo period का मतलब वही होता है. Organism depend upon the right source for their reproduction also. That is called photoperiodism. Some of the organisms depend upon need more light for reproduction. Some of the organisms they need less light for reproduction. That is photoperiodism. Many animals use, they are also called as diurnal, nocturnal. Diurnal in the sense the organism who used to stay awake during daytime, who used to stay active during daytime, they are called as your diurnal. And nocturnal means those animals who remain active during night time. Night में ये लोग active रहते हैं. They remain active during night time. They are nocturnal. In nocturnal, example of nocturnal is like bat. Bat है, rat है. ये कुछ mammals से they are like active in night time. Okay, and even cat also remain active during night time. Sometimes cat ये सो जाता है, कोई issue नहीं है. Okay, but bat and rat, these are the nocturnal animal. Sorry, I wrote normal. It is nocturnal. It is nocturnal. It means they remain awake during night time. Nocturnal. Is it clear to all of you? Diurnal means they remain active during the daytime. The amount of light, how they depend upon the light, like heavy light keep them active and they are called as diurnal. Dim light or no light keep them active, that is called as nocturnal. Okay, so this is your photoperiodism and nocturnal, diurnal. Sivraj, when both night day, then what is the name, sir? That is not like there is no any organism which can survive, like which can stay like that night day दोनों में रहने के लिए, वैसा नहीं है. ठीक है अपूर्वा. अपूर्वा, I got your doubt. One second. Your doubt, that is what is photoperiodism? Photo means light and period means duration. Light duration. That's it. Okay. Light duration means organisms depend upon the light or the light source for their different or other purpose also. Okay. Okay. Is it clear to everyone? Okay. Foraging, reproductive and migratory purpose activity. Got it? Yes, Sahana, my voice is breaking or what? My voice is breaking. Guys, tell me in chat box. What happens to my voice? Is it breaking? Got it. Now correct. ठीक है. Okay. Anyway, let us move to the next part now. And in the next part only, I'll explain. Okay. Whenever it is break, just raise your hand and tell me. Okay. This our voice break कर रहा है. At that time, I'll stop and I will like check the connection. Anyway. Okay. So let me explain you from that part only. Like light से हम लोग शुरू करते हैं. If you are talking about light, so I explain you photoperiodism के बारे में मैंने बताया. In photoperiodism, yes, Nandis, you have raised your hand. Sloth is something different. Like element deactive throughout. Like वो night time में सोएगा, but day time में भी वो inactive रहता है. Inactive in the sense he moves, but इतना slow move करता है कि sloth bear very slow. It moves very slow or very gradually, I can say. Movement उसके केस में बहुत slow होता है. Yes, Emma, you have raised your hand. What is the issue? Sloth bear. Got it? Okay. Got it. Yes. We don't have any specific name for them. We don't have any specific name for them. They are the bear, like they remain active during daytime. Night time में वो लोग सोते हैं, but when if they are active in during the daytime also, even after active, like even they stay active in the daytime, they move very much slow. उनका ऐसा nature है. That is their behavior. वो बहुत slow move करते हैं. वो उनका behavior है. We cannot do anything with that. That is the behavior. That is their behavior. Is it clear to all of you? आया समझ में सबको? ठीक है? Okay. Egg laying organisms and they depend upon. Okay. So you about photoperiod. Let me explain you for few more things. Photoperiods का मतलब होता है photoperiods के ऊपर depend करता है mating process. Few of the organisms they give mate during a specific season only. They are seasonal breeder. They are called as seasonal breeder. They do breed during a specific season only. For example, the October, November, or I can say September to November के बीच में, September to November के बीच में they do breed during this time. This time का जो temperature जो vary करेगा temperature and जो light availability vary करेगा, that is suitable for them, and that's why they do reproduce during this time. In case of like mango tree, okay, they do flowering once in a year, and that's true during the time when the temperature or light is very much high. जब light ज़्यादा होगा उस time पे. Okay, few of the organisms they do flowering and they do reproduce when the day duration is more, and few of the organisms they do reproduce or they do I can say mating. They do mate during when day duration is less and night duration is more. ठीक है? That are called as short day plant, and those are plant which will start flowering when the day duration is more are called as long day plant. तो दो तरीके के plant होते हैं, long day plant होता है, short day plant होता है. ठीक है? I'll show you that one in the next slide itself. Okay guys, so next slide में जब आएंगे तो here you can see short day plant and long day plant. In this short day plant, Emma, you have raised your hand. Monsoon season and many more. Emma, why monsoon season and many more? I did not get your question, Emma. Season is changing because of the many like situations. इसके बारे में तो I need not to explain that, I guess. Anyway, ठीक है ना? I did not get your doubt, Emma. Like ask the doubt properly, then I'll explain it to you surely. Okay. Anyway, so plant can be of two types: short day plant and long day plant. Short day plant are the plant which do flowering during when the like day duration is very much less. This is day duration and this is night duration. So when the day duration, day का duration जो होगा वो less होगा और night का duration जो होगा ज़्यादा होगा. Night का duration जब ज़्यादा होगा, at that time they do flowering, and this type of plants are called short day plant. Other plants like this one, like long day plant, they do flowering when the day duration is more. You can see in this picture, like here you can see this is long day. Day का duration जो है long हो रहा है यहाँ पे, तो flowering is not happening. Here you can see when the day duration is short and the night duration is more, that time flowering is happening. And if intermediate like कभी भी कुछ भी हो रहा है, day light हो रहा है, तो उस situation में भी no flowering is happening. Okay, in this case, long day plants के case में, here you can see when day duration is more, that time only flowering is happening, that time only flowering is happening. ठीक है, so long day plant do flower when the day duration is more, day duration जो more होगा, that time they will be flowering. Light ज्यादा होने से उन लोग flowering करेंगे and they are called as long day plant. Light availability ज्यादा होने से they will be flowering and they are called as the long day plant. And when, is it clear to everyone? Huh? Okay, I hope this is clear to all of you. Okay, got it Amit, got it Shahana. I'll give the examples, don't worry. Okay, long day and short day plants are there. You can see here, this is this flowering happens during winter. You might have observed that winter के टाइम पे बहुत सारा फ्लावरिंग होता है. जो फ्लावरिंग प्लांट्स होते हैं, जो फ्लावरिंग जो डेकोरेटिव प्लांट्स होते हैं, उनके केस में विंटर डेज में फ्लावरिंग हैपेंस. इन केस ऑफ रोज के केस में दिस इज ए शॉर्ट डे प्लांट. लॉन्ग डे प्लांट इज समथिंग लाइक I can say water hyacinth can be the long day plant. Okay, along with that other examples also you can take, okay, is it clear to all of you? ठीक है, Brahma Kamal, that is also like I can say long day plant. Actually Brahma Kamal that happens like उसका flowering होता है, long day में भी होता है, short day में भी होता है. ठीक है, okay, yes exactly. Now this roses bloom in the morning but mostly in winter. ठीक है Monisha, okay. Photo periodism, photo means light and period means duration. So depend always organism depends upon the light duration for their reproductive purpose, for their other purposes. That is the photo periodism. Photo means light and period means duration. So light duration के ऊपर depend करता है organisms का survival, organisms का physiology, their reproductive purpose. Okay, is it clear to you Monisha now that हाँ light duration photo periodism? Got it? ठीक है, yeah. I need to check that one Sahana. ठीक है, we'll talk about that. ठीक है Priya, I got your question. We will be talking about that at the end of the class. ठीक है, don't worry, if you are missing us you will be coming back very soon. Anyway, light के ऊपर बात करेंगे तो other things you can see. Sunlight is the ultimate source for the light and temperature on the land. Okay, if you are talking about light availability, huge amount of light is available on the land surface, but very less amount of light is also available in the deep sea. When you go to the deep sea, so deep sea में very less amount of light penetrate into this, less light penetrate into the, less light also, even it that less light also organism do exist in that like less dim light also organisms are existing. ठीक है, yeah, there will be organisms in deep sea. Voice is breaking. Okay, is it clear to everyone? ठीक है, I'll come to your doubt Monisha, please wait. First slide का कौन सा point तुम लोग बोल रहे हो Monisha? One second, Monisha is having a doubt. One second guys, let me go back to that particular slide. First slide, many animals use diurnal and seasonal variation in light intensity and period for timing their foraging and reproductive migration. It means like diurnal, many animals use diurnal and seasonal variations, like they use their variations like variation in the light intensity, variation in the environmental condition, okay, mostly in the light intensity, and they do their according to that photo period or according to that availability of light, they do reproduce, they do migrate, and they do foraging. Is it clear to you? Right, now let me move to the other parts. जल्दी थोड़ा सा करेंगे. ठीक है, my voice is breaking again. One second, it should not. Yeah, is it clear now? Is my voice is clear now? Too much of disturbance, too much of disturbance I'm facing today. बहुत सारा disturbance हो रहा है. Live will be there. Is my voice is breaking now also guys? Just let me know. One second. If my voice is breaking, please wait 1 second. Please wait for 1 minute only, not more than that. Okay. Yeah, I'm back now. Yeah, I got it. I got it. Few people are asking doubt. Is it clear now? अभी clear है क्या? Is my voice clear now? Is my voice clear now? Yes, good, good. It is clear now. Okay. So, the foraging means it is a process of gathering food material को gather करने का एक process है. Like many animals like we can see sheep का एक herd होता है, sheep का herd and elephant का group. They do grazing or they do feed upon the food in a group. That is called foraging. Okay. So group में जाकर के feeding करना, that process is called as foraging. Is it clear to you? ठीक है? Okay, got it. Okay. So let us move to the next part now. And another factor is your soil. Other factor is your soil. Soil के बारे में बताता हूँ. Okay. Soil means like soil is a like source of many minerals, nutrient, and also water. It is a source for mineral. It is a source for nutrient, and it is a source for water also. Water का भी source है ये. Is it clear to all of you? It is a source of water too, right? Yes, exactly. If we don't have soil, we cannot do cropping. Crop नहीं हो सकता अपना. Agriculture, we cannot do crop. Crop, we cannot do agriculture, right? So soil is a source for mineral, nutrient, and water, and all other things also. So soil is also another important factor, but the most important abiotic factor among all the abiotic factor is temperature. Temperature is the first important abiotic factor. After temperature, water, and water के बाद बाकी सारा आएंगे, right? The soil composition and soil availability, the soil composition and soil availability makes a lot of difference, or I can say different types of soil. So this composition of soil, pH of soil, and I can say aggregation of soil particles from different types of soil. Different types of soils are there. Different type of soil में बात करेंगे तो there must be sleet soil, okay, then your sand soil, mud soil और clay soil होगा, ठीक है. So according to the size of particles, soil can be of different types. One second. Why it is not moving forward? Oh, this is the last page, I guess. Okay. So let me explain you that particular thing now. Okay. No need to explain that one, Sana. That's why I just skip that one. Okay. The difference between temperature and light will be the source which will help you to see anything. That will light. That is the light. Okay. And temperature is a measurement. It is a I can say it is a quantity which we can measure. Temperature which we can feel. Okay. Light which we can see, and temperature we cannot see but we can feel. Okay. That is the difference between temperature and light. Okay, if light is there, then higher intensity of light is there, then there will be more temperature. They are interrelated with one another, but they are different things. Temperature we can sense, but light we can see. Okay, anyway, let me explain you about soil. Soil has different property. If you are talking about composition of the soil has many mineral nutrients. Along with that, soil particles. Soil do have particles. Is it clear to everyone? And these particles size varies from varies in different types of soil, right? So if you are talking about particle size of the soil, so soil ka particle size differ karega. In some soil particle have very minute size. They have very minute size. उनका size जो होगा बहुत छोटा होगा. Soil particle have very small size. उनका size जो होगा बहुत छोटा होगा. And that small particle वाला soil को कहा जाएगा sleet soil. That soil will be called as your silt soil. Silt soil, ठीक है. इसमें soil particle का size जो होगा वो छोटा होगा, and as it is a small particle or small sized कंटेनिंग सॉइल पार्टिकल, तो ये स्लिट सॉइल का वाटर होल्डिंग कैपेसिटी जो होगा वो लेस होगा, सॉरी यस, इसका वाटर होल्डिंग कैपेसिटी मोर होगा, बट एयर कंटेंट इसके अंदर कम होगा। वाटर मोर होगा बट एयर अवेलेबिलिटी विल बी लेस। आई थिंक ये समझ नहीं आया तुमको, फिर से मैं बताता हूँ। सो सॉइल के अंदर पार्टिकल का डिफरेंट साइज होता है। माइन्यूट पार्टिकल्स विल बी देयर एंड दीज माइन्यूट पार्टिकल्स दे विल बी फॉर्मिंग ए सॉइल। ये माइन्यूट पार्टिकल्स मिलकर के एक सॉइल बनाते हैं। इज इट क्लियर टू ऑल ऑफ यू? राइट, एंड दिस टाइप ऑफ सॉइल इज कॉल्ड एज योर सील्ड सॉइल, जिसका वाटर होल्डिंग कैपेसिटी एंड एयर कंटेंट कैपेसिटी के बारे में बात करेंगे। द वाटर होल्डिंग कैपेसिटी ऑफ दिस पर्टिकुलर सॉइल इज वेरी मच हाई। वाटर होल्डिंग कैपेसिटी ज्यादा होगा। व्हाई? बिकॉज दिस पार्टिकल डोंट हैव मच स्पेस among them, and in that space only they can, whatever space is there, छोटा छोटा स्पेस है, and in that small space they can carry water. Water will be covering that small space, and that's why water can be holded properly by this particular seal type of soil. But if you are talking about air availability or air content, then air content will be less. How? In these gaps, whatever be the gaps between these particles of this soil, water is already there. It means there is no space for air. Air के लिए उतना space नहीं होगा. Why? Because in the space itself, water is already available. Water वहाँ पे present है तो space नहीं होगा. Got it? समझ आया सबको? Okay. After silt, next type of soil is your clay soil. Next type of soil is your clay soil. If you are talking about clay soil का particle will be slightly bigger than this sealed soil. ये slightly bigger होगा sealed soil से, slightly bigger than the sealed soil. And in between the particles of this clay soil, there will be some space, and this space can carry both water and air. इसके अंदर water भी होगा and air भी होगा proper amount में, water भी होगा, air भी होगा. After this, another type of soil you can get, that is your sand soil. And in this sand soil can be of two types again. Okay, but let us talk about only sand soil. If you are talking about sand soil, it has high space in between them. Sand particles के बीच में high space होगा, heavy space होगा, and due to the high space, it can carry air. इसके बीच में air present होगा, but not the water. Air यहाँ पे present होगा, आराम से air रह पाएगा, but water holding capacity of sand soil is very much less. Water holding capacity इसका less होगा. Why? Because it has more space. It cannot carry or it cannot hold water for a long time. If you are putting water on the sand, that water will go or filter out on the other side. If you don't believe, you can conduct this experiment. Take a container, and in that container itself, take some sand, and in that sand try to put some water. You will feel that the water will pass through that particular sand and it will move, it will come out on the other direction. That's why what sand particles or sand soil के अंदर particles have large space, and because of the large space it can carry or it can capture air, but it cannot hold water. ये वाटर को होल्ड नहीं कर सकेगा, and if it is holding water, then it will be in very less quantity. Is it clear to all of you? I hope this is clear to all of you. Low water capacity, correct? हाँ, exactly, Amit. Soil is directly proportional to not exactly. In some cases वो होगा, ठीक है अमित? In some cases silt water में वो होगा and clay water में अलग से होगा. Got it? Okay. So soil particle you are telling, right? If more number of particles is there, water holding capacity will be more, and if particle के बीच में space कम है, तो water holding capacity will be more. More space, less water holding capacity. Less space, more water holding capacity. More space, less water holding capacity. Inversely proportional. Got it? ठीक है? ठीक है. More proper one is this clay soil. Clay soil is the most appropriate one which we can use for the agriculture purpose. Okay, वहाँ पे availability of water will be also be there, and availability of air will also be there. That's why this clay soil is the soil which can be used for agriculture purpose. Hema, you have raised your hand. If you have any doubt, you can ask me. And I explained you how air can present in clay. In this particular clay particle, देखो यहाँ पे space होगा. and in that space itself air can present. उस स्पेस में एयर प्रेजेंट हो सकता है. Okay, it is that much spacious, air can present in there space. Is it clear to you? ठीक है, got it? So this is all about soil. Sivraj, it contains soil particles only. Soil particles. I am talking about soil particles. These are the soil particles. ठीक है. Sealed soil cannot contain air because in that space itself water will be present. It has high water holding capacity. Because of that reason, water will be present in all the space of the particle in sealed soil, but not in case of but air that will cover the space. All the space will be covered by water itself. इसी की वजह से air को space नहीं मिलेगा. Air don't have any space to in that sealed soil. Minerals means many types of minerals are there, like potassium, sodium. These are minerals. Got it? Minerals, potassium, sodium, ये सब minerals है. If you are talking about pH of the soil, pH of soil के बारे में बात करेंगे तो soil का pH generally, if it is a little bit acidic, अगर ये थोड़ा सा acidic है, almost like 6.5 or 6 to 6.5 acidic slightly, then that type of soil is more better soil for the agriculture. इस soil को better soil माना जाता है for agriculture. Remember this particular pH level. If the pH of the soil is almost like 6 to 6.5, then the soil is very much good for the crop and agriculture. Better for agriculture. This much pH wala soil is much better for the agriculture purpose. Okay, so this is all about soil, and here we are done with all the abiotic factors. Here we are done with all the abiotic factor. Now we will go to the other part, that is how organism respond to the abiotic factor. Organism, living organisms, how they are responding to the abiotic factor. We'll be talking about that now. Is it clear to all of you? Right? So let me open that particular thing now. Just wait. Okay. 1 second. Yeah. Got it. Got it. Where is it? Well, yeah. One second. JPM doing like this. One second, guys. Okay. So this will be the new slide that we are going to start now. अभी हम बात करेंगे how to know the pH value. What is the process that we have to know for the pH values are. Okay, so whereas for pH value we have to go through the process. We don't have to do anything. Just do one thing. Take a pH scale or pH paper. pH scale का एक paper होता है. Take that one and dip it, or I can say litmus paper. Take litmus paper. You must be knowing about litmus paper. How to calculate the pH of the soil. To calculate or to understand the pH of the soil, what you have to do, you have to conduct the experiment in class 12 itself. There is an experiment in class 12, you have to conduct that one. Okay, we have pH indicator, that is pH scale or pH indicator एक paper होगा. We have pH indicator paper. Take that paper. This one is the first requirement. Second requirement, take the soil or the particle for which we want to know the pH level. And in that soil, try to mix a little bit of water. थोड़ा सा water उसमें mix कर दो. Okay. Now do one thing. Well, soil and water को mix करने के बाद, do one thing. Take a litmus paper. Third step is take a litmus paper and dip that litmus paper in this mixture. इस mixture के अंदर dip कर दो. इस mixture के अंदर dip कर दो. Color of this litmus paper will change. And you have to match with the particular color. अभी वो जो अपना pH scale होगा, pH paper होगा, वहाँ पे different color होगा. Along with number, different color होगा. You have to match the color, whichever color it will be matching with, that will be the pH level. अलग-अलग color होगा, that will be the pH level of that particular soil. Is it clear to you? ठीक है? Yes, got it. समझ आया बात? ठीक है? Got it. Very good, Shivraj. Very good, Nandis. Got it. Well, so let us move to the next part now. Now here is a question for you people. Question is very simple. Most ecologically relevant environmental factor is option A temperature, option B water, option C light, option D soil. I'm launching poll for this particular question. I hope you people can answer this question very easily. Okay. Yes. So most ecologically relevant environmental factor is temperature, water, soil, or light. Okay, I have launched poll for the this particular question, and I want you people to answer this question. Yes, everyone to answer it. Very good, Nandis. Very good, Nandis. Got it, Nandis. Not exactly Kishore. Correct, Nandis. Not exactly Kishore. No, Amit. Correct, Pradeep. Correct, Molya. Yes, correct, Molya. Not exactly Kishore. Correct, Diksha. Correct, Shana. Very good, Shana. Correct, Shalini. Very good, very good. Harsha. Not exactly Harsha. दो हर्षा ना, एक हर्षा का सही है. Correct, Hema. Not exactly Bhumika. No, not exactly Apurva. Correct, Hema. Correct, Amit. Yes, very good, Amit. Not exactly Kishore. Think about this one once again. Anyway, I'm ending the poll now. We are exceeding with the time. Yes, exactly, Emma. Very good. Not exactly Shruti. I'm ending the poll now, sharing the result with the people, and the result is like 52% people have chosen option A, 13% people have chosen option B, 16% people have chosen option C, and option D is chosen by 19% people. Let me stop sharing. Then I'll explain it to you. Okay. As I mentioned you in the class also, class में ही मैंने mention किया कि सबसे important factor, सबसे most important abiotic factor is your temperature. Most important abiotic factor is your temperature. After that, it is the second most, and उसके बाद light and soil. You can consider. Okay. So I started with temperature, and temperature is the most important abiotic factor. Is it clear to all of you? It is the most relevant environmental factor. Okay. Yeah. Now we'll be talking about response to abiotic factor. How do organism respond to abiotic factor? In the previous class already, I explained you about osmoregulator and osmoconformer. Do you remember them? Okay. Organism maintain a constant internal environment despite of varying external environmental condition by a process. That process is called homeostasis. We'll be talking about this homeostasis, but before that, we must understand how do organism respond to different abiotic factor. Different abiotic factor in the sense when temperature changes, osmolality changes, when other things changes, at that time how organism would be reacting to that condition or to the changing condition. Okay. Second most relevant factor is water, Sana. Second most relevant factor is water. Got it? Yes, exactly, Sana. Okay. Anyway, so how do organism respond to the different abiotic factor, or I can say changing environment को कैसे organism react करेंगे और कैसे उन लोग adapt करते हैं? They react in different way. They work in different way. Okay. First, some of the organism with the changing environment that doesn't matter to them. The changing environment that doesn't affect to them. Instead of, okay, I'll come to your doubts, Monisha. Okay. So regulator, what they do, regulator जो होते हैं, what they do, they regulate the constant body temperature. I am explaining you all these things by taking temperature as an example. Temperature as a biotic factor, sorry, abiotic factor. यहाँ पे abiotic factor को कैसे respond करते हैं? We will be talking all the details temperature को लेकर के, example temperature को लेकर के we will be talking the how do organism respond to the abiotic factor. में the abiotic factor we are taking here is temperature. So what happens? What happen here? Few organisms they regulate their body temperature at a constant level. They maintain, or I can say they maintain the body temperature. They maintain body temperature at a constant level, like we do. अपना जो करते हैं, we have 37 degrees Celsius. Whatever, no matter whatever be the temperature outside your body or in the surrounding, whether it is in negative situation, whether it is 1 degree, 2 degree, or whether it is less than 10 degree, or whether it is more than 40 degree also, it doesn't matter to us. Our body temperature always remain 37 degree. कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता हमको, हमारा body temperature always 37 डिग्री सेल्सियस होता है. Is it clear to all of you? We can regulate or we can maintain our body temperature. We never depend upon the environmental temperature. We never depend upon the environmental factor. Okay. Always we maintain the constant temperature. To maintain that constant temperature, many types of adaptations are developed in our body. Different types of adaptations. Like in case of like when it is summer days and temperature is very much higher in the surrounding, that time what happens human के case में we started sweating. अपने केस में क्या होता है? Sweating होता है, isn't it? We start sweating. अपने केस में sweating होता है and due to that sweating, heat get released. Homeostasis, I have not explained this one. Homeostasis मैंने explain नहीं किया अभी तक. अच्छा, I'll explain it to you. Okay. So what happens during summer days? Heat get released or released in the form of sweating. Sweating होकर के heat release होता है. Heat get evaporates in the form of sweat. Sweating होता है और heat release हो जाता है and our body get cools and it remain in 37 degrees Celsius. Body temperature remain as 37 degrees Celsius only. In the same way, what happens to us during the winter day? How do we manage to maintain 37 degrees Celsius during winter day? If it is winter day, like a winter day है तो temperature बहुत कम होगा. Almost consider this one, you are in Himalayan region or you are in north region where temperature is like almost consider this one almost like 0 to 10 degree Celsius है और 10 degree Celsius है. How do you manage to maintain that constant temperature? वो constant temperature को maintain कैसे करते हो? Yes, can anyone tell me in chat box what is that particular behavioral changes or physiological changes that happens in our body? How do we adapt to this situation? How do we? Yes, exactly, Sachin, exactly Shana. We do wear sweater. Along with sweater, our body start severing करता है अपना body, sever करता है. Our body start sever करता है, कांपने लगता है. Severing, हम लोग sever करते हैं. Okay, and that severing keep us involved. Okay, our body keep us involved. That severing keep our body involved in a continuous work process. And at that time, during shivering, our body start vibrating, and vibration say that brings some energy in our body. That what I can say that release some energy in our body, and because of that shivering only, temperature remain constant. Okay, समझ आया? Anyway, this is how we regulate our body temperature, and those organisms which can regulate their body temperature are called as regulators. Those which cannot regulate, but they will write. Sorry, Hema, what is that? But each individual will feel nice experience. I did not get it. What means cotton cloth? Just got it. I did not get your question, Hema. Anyway, leave. Well, so conformer means the other organism. Conformer means those organisms which never maintain their constant body temperature. Instead of maintaining constant body temperature, they change their body temperature according to the surrounding environment. Change their body temperature according to surrounding. बाहर कैसे चेंज हो रहा है उसके हिसाब से वो अपना चेंज करता है. Is it clear to all of you? Right? Some of the organisms, they leave their native place and go to some other places for a certain period of time when the condition is unfavorable. When the condition is unfavorable, that time they migrate or they move to some other place for a certain period of time only, for a temporary period of time only. Temporary time के लिए temporary period of time only they move or migrate from one place to another place in search of food, for reproduction purpose, or for any other purpose. They move for a temporary period of time, and that is called as your migration. Migrate करते हैं. Some organism, they do get suspend, they stop their metabolism or they slow down their metabolism. Suspend कर देते हैं अपने को. They slow down or they stop their metabolism or physiological process. Metabolism or physiological process, and in this way they get adapt to the changing environment. In this way they get adapt to the changing environment. Got it, Emma. Got it. ठीक है. What plant to do in cold? They don't need to do anything, Sahana. Okay, because they are different kind of organism. They can withstand that kind of temperature. Okay, that kind of temperature and that kind of condition they can withstand. Anyway, let me start with the first one, that is your regulator or regulate. Those organisms which can regulate or maintain constant body temperature are called as regulator. Constant body temperature as well as constant osmolarity are called as regulator. If they are maintaining the osmolarity, that means they will be called as your by the process that is called as your osmoregulation. If osmolarity is maintained, then osmolarity is maintained by a specific process that is called as your osmoregulation. Osmoregulation के मदद से, and they maintain the body temperature by thermoregulation. Thermometer is used to measure temperature, and from there only we can consider that thermo means temperature. Thermo means temperature. So thermoregulation is the process, or this thermoregulation is the mechanism by which temperature is maintained in the body of regulator organisms. Okay, we do thermoregulation to maintain body temperature and osmoregulation to maintain osmolarity. Generally, we don't do osmoregulation. Aquatic organisms, aquatic animals do osmoregulation to maintain the osmolarity. I explained you what is osmoregulation, osmolarity in the previous class. Last class में मैंने explain किया था, right? So remember, these are the process to maintain temperature and osmolarity, right, guys? समझ आया सबको? ठीक है. Along with this, organisms also do help or take help of the other process. That is, for example, human. What they do? They started sweating to maintain the body temperature. They start shivering to maintain the body temperature. This sweating, shivering, these process are called homeostasis. Homeostasis is the process through which body temperature can be maintained. That process is called as your homeostasis. Homeostasis matlab, homeostasis is the process. Homeostasis is a process by which body temperature is maintained. This is the process by which body temperature is maintained. Body temperature is maintained at a constant level. Body temperature is, one second, body temperature is maintained at a constant level. Is maintained at a constant level. Maintained at a constant level. Is it clear to all of you? आया सबको समझ में? ठीक है. If it is clear to all of you, click on yes option. Ashwini, Lohit, Anuradha, click on yes option if it is clear to all of you. Okay, who want me to go faster? Okay, Sachin, I'll go faster. Okay, Sachin from JNB Mysore. Anyway, it is clear to all of you. I guess I'm moving to the next slide now. Okay, in summertime, you can see whatever I explained you, that is given here only. As I explained you people that during summertime, what happened? Our outside temperature is much higher. बाहर का टेम्परेचर ज्यादा होता है. टू मेंटेन दैट टेम्परेचर, बाहर का टेम्परेचर के साथ कोप अप करने के लिए व्हाट वी डू, वी स्टार्ट स्वेटिंग, एंड ड्यू टू दिस स्वेटिंग evaporation happens, and evaporation brings or cools down our body, brings down the body temperature and cools down our body. ठीक है, समझ आया? In summer time sweating happens, and in winter time shivering is the region to maintain body temperature. You can see this person is like ये sweating हो रहा है, इस person के केस में sweating हो रहा है. This is sweating. Due to sweating, this person is trying to, okay, right? In this case, this person is shivering. इसके केस में shivering हो रहा है. ये बंदा जो है, ये इंसान shivering कर रहा है, कांप रहा है, right? This is how, like, temperature is regulated in case of mammals, and the temperature is regulated. Then that mechanism is called as your thermoregulation. That mechanism is called as your thermoregulation, and thermoregulation can be done by sweating, shivering, which are also can be called as your homeostasis. उसको homeostasis के नाम से भी जान सकते हैं. That can also be called as your homeostasis. Is it clear to all of you? Yeah, shivering produces heat. That's why like heat increase हो जाता है. our body temperature को maintain किया जाता है by shivering. What happens during shivering? When you are shivering, like you are continuously working, just simply do one thing. When you are working continuously, what happens? Your body temperature will increase or not? Yes or no? Tell me in chat box. Sahana, Hema, Jagishutan, yes, Sivraj, Nandis, Amit, yes. If you are working continuously, then your body temperature will increase. Definitely it will increase. Same thing is happening in this case also, right? Shivering means you are working continuously. Shiver कर रहे हो मतलब तुम्हारा body, whole body is working. If you are shivering, your whole body is working, and if your whole body is working, it means temperature will increase, and if the temperature will increase, then that in that way only your body temperature will be maintained during winter days. We can also take another interesting example. What happens during winter days? If you measure the blood pressure, then blood pressure in case of old men or old people, and also in case of very much young people, जो बच्चे होते हैं, right? Kids के case में, blood pressure will be high. In our case also blood pressure will be high. Why blood pressure is high? That high blood pressure is also helpful in regulation of body temperature during winter days. Okay, what happens? Heart will also be working in a faster rate. It will also pump blood in a faster rate, and if it is pumping blood in a faster rate, that blood will be moving all around our body continuously, and if the blood is moving continuously in our body, it means that is maintaining the temperature by moving continuously. Is it clear to all of you? That can also be a factor. Okay, here you can take some examples like इनके केस में कैसे adaptation होता है. In case of hummingbird and shrew, they do live in cold condition. Cold condition में ये लोग रहते हैं. And how do they manage? How do they get adapted to stay in the cold condition? This shrew, you can see in this particular picture, they have long snout. इनका long snout है. Long snout present है. Long snout, which will help the this particular organism to carry more amount of air. Long snout की वजह से long snout की वजह से they can carry more amount of air. Small body size, which will reduce their body surface area. Small body size, this will reduce surface area. ये क्या करेगा? Surface area को reduce कर देगा. And if the surface area is reduced, then what will happen? Heat loss will get reduced. Surface area ज्यादा होने से ज्यादा heat loss होगा, and if surface area is reduced, then heat loss will be reduced. Is it clear to all of you? Heat loss will be reduced. ये भी reduce हो जाएगा. Okay. Other things, they will have small ear pinna. इनका ear pinna जो होगा वो छोटा होगा. Due to small ear pinna, this is also reducing the surface area. This also reduce surface area of the body, and if there is less surface area, it means there will be less heat loss. Heat loss भी जो होगा वो भी reduce हो जाएगा. That will also get reduced. This is how they get adapt and they stay in the cold condition. Is it clear to all of you? समझ आया सबको? हाँ, shrew means red. Like shrew means those kind of not exactly red. Shrew means it includes. I'll explain it to you, Hema. This is the concept of the physics chemistry concept. यहाँ पे लगाओ. Surface area reduce होगा तो that will reduce the heat loss. Why it is reducing the heat loss? You have to understand the physics and chemistry to understand these things. Okay. Anyways, shrew means those kind of organism which these are rat-like organisms. I can say, or shrew का मतलब they will be what I can say. They will be dwelling organisms, and they are the nocturnal organisms, and along with that I can say other points for them is okay. So other points for shrew is like they will be, I can say they will show some creeping type of movement. रेंगते हुए उन लोग जाएंगे. Shrew, they will feed upon food particles, but they will be nocturnal organisms. Okay, they are the shrew. जैसे कि rat, okay, and they show some creeping movement उन लोग show करेंगे. They are few, okay, but they are mammals. Anyway, okay, here few points are mentioned. Just go through those points. Very simple points. The points are like those organisms which can change their body temperature according to the environment. So what they are doing, their body temperature will be changed according to the environment. It means they are the fishes, amphibians, and reptiles. These organisms, they cannot regulate their body temperature. Instead of regulating, what they will do, they will change their body temperature according to the change in environment. Environment में जैसा change होगा उसके accordingly अपना body temperature को change करेंगे. And they are called as poikilotherm or cold-blooded animals. They are called as poikilotherms or cold-blooded animals. And I can also consider this one as conformer. इनको conformer के नाम से जान सकते हैं हम लोग. Conformer consider कर सकते हैं. Why? Because they cannot regulate body temperature. They are changing their temperature and osmolarity according to the surrounding, according to the change in surrounding. Is it clear to all of you? I can like explain you this one by taking an example. Suppose this is a reptile. I'm taking an example of a reptile. Suppose this is a reptile, and in the reptile body temperature is 25 degrees Celsius. Consider this one. Body temperature is 25 degrees Celsius. And in the environment, consider it is almost like 28 degrees Celsius or 25 degrees Celsius now. Right? What happens? The time changed and it become winter days. And in winter days, temperature goes down and it is now 10 degrees Celsius. 28 से 10 degrees Celsius में आ गया. Now, what will be the reptiles का body temperature? Now, the reptiles body temperature will be almost like 10 to 15 degrees Celsius. The body temperature which it was like 25 previously, now it got changed to 10 to 15. Why? Because the body temperature is changing according to the environmental temperature. Environmental temperature के accordingly body temperature change हो रहा है. Now, if the temperature increased and it is summer days, so consider this one. Suppose this is 47 degrees Celsius now. 47 degrees Celsius now due to it is summer days. Summer days है तो 47 degrees Celsius है. What happens to the reptiles का body temperature? Will it be 25 degrees Celsius or will it be 10 to 15 degrees Celsius? Not exactly. ठीक है, ठीक है, हाँ, got it. Okay, reptile fish के केस में भी वो होगा. So it will be like almost like 40 to 45 degrees Celsius के आसपास होगा. So temperature will be according to the environment. That's it. Got it? Okay. But some organism like humans, human का example ले लो अभी. Our body temperature is 37 degrees Celsius and environmental temperature is almost like consider this one 28 degrees Celsius. Now it become winter days and winter days में ये 10 degrees Celsius हो गया winter के time पे. Will it change to approximately 10 degrees Celsius? Not exactly. Human body का temperature it will remain 37 degrees Celsius. When it is changing to 47 degrees Celsius during summer days, then that time also human ka temperature 37 degrees Celsius will remain like that. Those kind of organisms which regulate or which maintain their body temperature are called as homeotherms or warm-blooded animals. Is it clear to everyone? They are also called as regulator. इनको regulator के नाम से जाना जाता है. It is not depending upon the environmental factor, environmental temperature. Okay, right? They have some adaptation, and by using that adaptation, they are regulating their body temperature. They are maintaining their temperature, body temperature at a specific level only. Right? Now, few more points are given here. Few more terms, that is ectotherm, endotherm, and heterotherm. Very simple. Ecto means external. Ecto का मतलब होता है external or outside. Out, and therm means temperature. Those organisms which generate or which take heat from out source are called as ectotherm. Which take heat from outside are called ectotherm. Means they are the conformer. Fish, amphibians, and reptiles, they are the conformers, right? And some organisms are there who is generate body in their body. Generate temperature in their body itself. Endo means inside. And therm means temperature. So some organisms generate temperature in their body itself. So they take heat from inside, like mammals and birds. Okay, they are endotherm. Got it? Some of them are like some of the organisms are like heterotherms, very rare. But what they do, they sometimes take temperature from outer environment and they sometimes generate temperature in their body itself. अपने बॉडी के अंदर भी हम लोग करते हैं, like that of bat and hummingbirds, like that of bat and hummingbirds. Is it clear to all of you? समझ आया सबको? Let us move to the next part now. As I explained you, regulator के बारे में मैंने बताया, and conformer I already explained it to you. Even after that also I will be explaining. Conform means those organisms which cannot regulate, instead of regulating they will be depending upon the environmental temperature, and they are called as conformer. Is it clear to all of you? They are called as conformer. समझ आया? 99% of the animals are, nearly all plants cannot maintain constant internal environment and they are called as your conformer. उनको conformer के नाम से जाना जाता है. Their body temperature or osmotic concentration always changes with time, always changes with the surrounding condition. It changes with the surrounding condition, change with surrounding, and they are called as conformer. उनको conformer कहा जाता है. Is it clear to all of you? If you look into the graph, you can understand it very clearly. ठीक है? Yes, exactly 99%. ठीक है? Exactly. हाँ शिवराज, हाँ वन मोर डाउट है अमित. हाँ अमित, वो भी हो सकता है. कॉन्फर्मर ऑल्सो, हाँ कॉन्फर्मर के अंदर कोल्ड ब्लडेड भी आ सकते हैं. कोल्ड ब्लडेड कैन कम अंडर कॉन्फर्मर. कॉन्फर्मर इज ए बिग ग्रुप. इन दैट बिग ग्रुप कोल्ड ब्लडेड कैन come in. Okay, in this graph itself you can see this green color line represents the conformer which is changing the temperature, external temperature as well as internal temperature is changing according to the, like internal temperature is changing according to the environmental temperature or external temperature. When it is increasing, that time this is also increasing. When it is increasing, that time this particular temperature is also increasing. ये देखो, जब ये इंक्रीज कर रहा है तब ये इंक्रीज कर रहा है. ओके, दैट इज योर कन्फर्मर. कन्फर्मर का ऐसे ग्राफ होगा. ओके, इफ यू आर टॉकिंग अबाउट रेगुलेटर, द रेड लाइन इज द रेगुलेटर वन. ये रेड लाइन इज द रेगुलेटर वन, एंड हियर यू कैन सी द टेम्परेचर इज कांस्टेंट. इंटरनल बॉडी टेम्परेचर इज कांस्टेंट एट दिस लेवल ओनली. ये कांस्टेंट है, इट इज कांस्टेंट. बट दिस एक्सटर्नल लेवल का टेम्परेचर देखो, अभी यहाँ पे इतना था, it got increased now. अभी यहाँ से फिर से increase कर गया. This is gradually increasing, but it is not affecting the temperature of that regulator. Regulator का temperature को ये affect नहीं कर रहा है. One more type of organism is there, that is your partial regulator. They will be regulating up to a certain level. ठीक है, ठीक है. Only 1% they are regulator and partial regulator also. Well, so partial regulator means they will be changing their body temperature according to the environmental or surrounding temperature up to a level. After that they stop it and they try to maintain their body temperature after a level only. Okay, and that's why they are called as partial regulator. I can explain you this particular thing by taking a new page. एक new page लेकर के मैं explain कर सकता हूँ. Let me explain that particular graph here. अभी मैं graph अगर बनाऊं, so this is the graph. This is the graph, and in this graph, this particular line represents your conformer. ये line represent करता है किसको? Conformer को. This line represents the conformer. Is it clear to all of you? And this particular line, one second, this line represents the conformer, and this black line represent the regulator. ये regulator को represent करता है, and this green line represents partial regulator. इतना दूर तक वो continuously according to the environment, जितना environment में change हुआ उसके accordingly change हुआ, उसके बाद वो अपने आप को regulate करेगा. Right? These are the partial regulator. Partial regulator. Is it clear to all of you? It is the environmental condition and this will be the internal body temperature. Okay, जब environment change हुआ तो इधर भी change हुआ, environment change हुआ इधर भी change हुआ, इधर change हुआ इधर change हुआ, environment change हुआ इधर भी change हुआ. Okay, one second, right? But after this environment का कितना भी change हो जाए, it is at this level only. कितना भी change हो जाए, it is regulating the constant temperature. Okay, and they are the partial regulator. ठीक है? And Sahana, let me explain you. That can happen, Monisha. Conformer they can do, they can migrate, they can suspend, they can do any other things. No issue in that. Got it? Got it? Okay, okay, Shana, let me explain you. Again, I am explaining you key partial regulator, they will regulate body temperature up to a certain level only. After that, they cannot regulate and they have to change according to the environmental condition. Is it clear to you? Aaya samajh mein? Partial regulator, they will be regulating the body temperature at a specific level only, up to a certain limit only. After that, they cannot regulate the body temperature. They are bound to change with the environmental condition. Why? Because they don't have that much adaptation like we have. अपने पास जितना adaptation है उतना adaptation उनके पास नहीं है. With that much of with very less adaptation, they can regulate only up to a certain level of temperature or certain level of changing environmental condition. After that, they cannot change, and that's why they are called partial regulator. They are regulating also, and also they are changing with the environmental condition. Got it? I hope this is clear to all of you, right? Very simple to remember graph. We don't have to do anything. To remember graph, we don't have to do anything. मैंने बता दिया ना graph का. One second. Regulator conformer का along with this particular line ये continuously चलेगा. Regulator constant रहेगा parallel to x-axis. Okay, and partial regulator half parallel and half this one. Okay, diagonal. Anyway, I think I got some doubt. Okay, I think I got some doubt. Let me check that one. Anyway, yeah, I'll explain your doubt, Monisha. ठीक है, मैं बताऊंगा तुम्हारा doubt. उससे पहले, I want you people to solve this particular question. Question is like, what is the mechanism to maintain optimum body temperature of an organism? Option A, pressure. Option B, osmoregulation. Option C, thermoregulation. Option D, none of the above. I'm launching poll for this question, and I hope you people can answer this particular question clearly. And I hope you people can answer this particular question clearly, right? Yes. मैंने पोल लॉन्च किया है, जल्दी से आंसर कर दो. Yes. 20 seconds gone. Last 40 seconds remaining. Okay, I'm ending the poll now. Oh, I got many answers. Got it, got it. Correct, Nandi is exactly Harsha, Hema, Shahana, Pradeep, Shalini. Very good, very good, very good. Okay, very good, guys. Okay. Anyway, correct, Amit. Correct, Diksha. Anyway, let me end the poll, then I'll explain it to you. Okay. I'm sharing the result with you people, and the result is like no one have chosen option A and option B. Option B and C, sorry, option B is chosen by 23% people and 77% people have chosen option C. Let me stop sharing, then I'll explain it to you. It is very simple, guys. It is very much simple. It is very much simple. What happens here? If you look into this particular thing, thermo means I explained you that thermo का मतलब होता है temperature, और कहीं पे देखना ही नहीं है. रेगुलेशन टेम्परेचर को रेगुलेट करेगा. ओके, देन दैट विल बी, यहाँ पे क्वेश्चन पूछ रहा है मेंटेन ऑप्टिमम टेम्परेचर, बॉडी टेम्परेचर और रेगुलेशन ऑफ ऑप्टिमम बॉडी टेम्परेचर. इट मींस थर्मो रेगुलेशन. वेरी सिंपल. ऑस्मो रेगुलेशन विल बी डूइंग और विल बी मेंटेनिंग osmolarity. That will be maintaining osmolarity. Is it clear to all of you? ये osmolarity को मेंटेन करेगा, not pressure. Option C will be the correct answer, right? हाँ, your doubt was like you were asking about what is the example for partial regulator. Partial regulator का example है, partial regulator का example है those organisms which can regulate up to a certain level. Examples are like shrew, जैसे मैंने बताया था, shrew, squirrel. Okay, shrew, squirrel, these are the example of partial regulator. Got it? Okay, let us move to the next slide now. And in the next slide, that is your migration. As I told you people, migration, I think it is clear to all of you. What is migration? It is very much clear to all of you. Migration is nothing but your to and fro motion of the organism, animals or birds, to and fro motion for a limited or for a temporary period of time. To and fro movement of organism from their native place to some other place or some favorable place for a temporary time period, for a temporary time or temporary duration, from native place to some other places, native place to some other favorable place, from other favorable places. That is called as your migration. Is it clear to all of you? Many animals like birds and other animals, they what they do, they migrate from one place to another place for various purposes. Purposes are like, let me explain that purposes in the next page itself. They migrate from one place to another place for various purposes. For reproduction, they can move. Reproduction के लिए वो move कर सकते हैं. Various like birds or various species, they move from one place to other places for reproduction. Okay, ठीक है. Well, so reproduction purpose के लिए, to give their child a proper place, they move from one place to another place. They depend upon photo period and they don't get that photo period in the specific place. That's why they move from one place to another place for reproduction. Okay. Anyway, after reproduction, other thing is like for food availability, to get proper amount of food, they move from one place to another place. Okay. Other thing is migration के लिए food, reproduction, along with food and reproduction, to get some favorable place or better environmental condition for their survival. Favorable place के पाने के लिए, unfavorable condition में, suppose it is winter day and birds, they don't want to stay in the winter area. What they do during winter time, cold area से they migrate from cold or winter area to some area where temperature is high. They migrate to that place. And very interesting and important example for this migration is Siberian crane bird. They migrate from extremely cold Siberia and northern region to India का Kailado National Park, that is present in Bharatpur, Rajasthan. Okay, they visit Kailado National Park. This is very much important. Remember this one, guys. ये एग्जाम्पल जो है ये बहुत ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट है, ये पॉइंट बहुत ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट है. इट हैज बीन आस्क्ड इन नीट वेरी टाइम्स. ये क्वेश्चन बहुत बार नीट में पूछा गया है. दे मूव, और दिस साइबेरियन क्रेन बर्ड, दे मूव फ्रॉम साइबेरिया और कोल्ड नॉर्दर्न रीजन ड्यूरिंग विंटर डे एंड कम टू कैलाडो नेशनल पार्क और भरतपुर नेशनल पार्क विच इज प्रेजेंट इन राजस्थान. और भरतपुर बर्ड सेंचुरी, इट इज ऑल्सो कॉल्ड एज भरतपुर वाइल्ड लाइफ सेंचुरी और भरतपुर बार्ड सेंचुरी. भरतपुर बार्ड सेंचुरी के नाम से भी इसको जाना जाता है. ओके, टू दिस पर्टिकुलर सेंचुरी और कैलाडो नेशनल पार्क, साइबेरियन क्रेन कम्स और माइग्रेट ड्यूरिंग एक्सट्रीम कोल्ड कंडीशन. एक्सट्रीम कोल्ड कंडीशन में उन लोग माइग्रेट करते हैं. इज इट क्लियर टू एवरीवन? ठीक है, सेंचुरी में. ठीक है. एनीवे, दिस आर द रीजंस फॉर माइग्रेशन. Other things, that is some of the fishes they migrate. Some fishes they migrate from fresh water to salt water, and some of the fishes they migrate from salt water to fresh water. Okay, those who migrate from salt water to fresh water, they are called as anatropus, and those who migrate from salt water to fresh water, they are called as catatropus. Catatropus और एनाट्रोपस के नाम से जाना जाता है. दिस इज कॉल्ड एज योर एनाट्रोपस. एग्जांपल फॉर कैटाट्रोपस एंड एनाट्रोपस, फ्रेश टू सी वाटर के अंदर आने वाला का एग्जांपल है हिल्सा. ओके, एंड सी टू फ्रेश वाटर में आने का एग्जांपल है तुम्हारा ईल. ओके, रिप्रोडक्शन पर्पस के लिए, फूड के लिए, एनी अदर पर्पस के लिए दे कम टू, दे माइग्रेट फ्रॉम फ्रेश वाटर टू सी वाटर एंड फ्रॉम सी वाटर टू फ्रेश वाटर. इज इट क्लियर टू ऑल ऑफ यू? हाँ, ह्यूमन दे डू माइग्रेट. लाइक यू कैन सी दिस वन. अभी अफगानिस्तान का कंडीशन ले लो शिवराज. ऑल द पीपल हु वर स्टेइंग इन अफगानिस्तान, दे गॉट माइग्रेटेड टू अदर कंट्रीज नाउ. अभी वो माइग्रेट करके चले गए हैं. ठीक है. पोइकिलोथर्म्स एंड कॉन्फॉर्मर्स में डिफरेंस क्या है? What is the difference between poikilotherm and conformer? No difference. Conformer is a very, very big group, and in that conformer group, poikilotherms will come. Poikilotherm means they cannot maintain their body temperature. Instead of maintaining, okay, what they do, they change their body temperature according to the environment. They are called as your poikilotherm, right? I have launched teacher NPS poll, guys. You people can vote me in the teacher NPS. If you have any doubt, please ask me. If you don't have any doubt, then we will be talking about other things in the next class. Migration के बाद suspend के बारे में बात करेंगे, and suspend will be the last part. After that, we will go to the different types of adaptation that organisms have got to withstand or to stay in harsh condition में रहने के लिए. Got it? Anyway, thank you so much, guys, for this. Okay, thank you.